Most people believe that if they just work harder, success will finally come. So they wake up early, they sleep late, they sacrifice their time, their energy, their peace, and sometimes even their health. They tell themselves, maybe I'm not successful yet because I'm not working hard enough. So they push more, they grind more, they suffer more. But after months, sometimes years, they look around and realize something painful. They are tired, but not successful. They are busy, but not growing. They are doing so much, but still feel stuck in the same place. And that is when life teaches you one of the hardest truths. Hard work matters, but hard work alone will not make you successful. Because success is not only about how much effort you give, it is also about where you place that effort. A person can run as fast as they can, but if they are running in the wrong direction, speed will only take them farther from where they want to be. And this is why many people feel exhausted, but not fulfilled. They are simply working hard without the right strategy, direction, mindset, and awareness. Imagine a man carrying heavy stones every single day. From morning until night, he lifts, carries, sweats, and struggles. People see him and say, he is hard-working. But one day, someone asks him, what are you building? And he cannot answer, because he has been so focused on working hard that he forgot to ask where all that work is leading him. This happens to many people in real life. They work hard at a job they do not want forever. They work hard on habits that do not improve their future. They work hard pleasing people who do not even value them. They work hard surviving, but not designing a life. And slowly they begin to feel like life is only about paying bills, solving problems, and waiting for the next salary. Hard work without direction becomes a cycle. You move, but you do not progress. You get tired, but you do not transform. You stay busy, but deep inside, you know you are not becoming the person you were meant to be. Hard work becomes dangerous when it is attached to the wrong pattern. Because if you keep doing the wrong thing with full effort, you will only become better at staying stuck. If your strategy is wrong, more effort will not save you. If your habits are wrong, more hours will not fix your life. If your mindset is wrong, more work will only create more pressure. This is why some people work for years, but still feel like nothing changes. They are not lacking effort. They are lacking adjustment. They never stop to ask, is this working? Am I improving? Is this helping me grow? Is there a better way? Success does not only reward effort. Success rewards learning. Success rewards correction. Success rewards the ability to look at yourself honestly and say, this is not working anymore. I need to change my approach. Because the person who works hard and learns will always grow faster than the person who only works hard. Hard work is like fuel, but strategy is the steering wheel. Without strategy, you can burn all your energy and still end up nowhere. Smart work does not mean avoiding effort. It means making your effort count. It means choosing the right goal, learning the right skill, studying what works, improving your process, using your time wisely, and focusing on the actions that actually create results. Many people confuse movement with progress. They think being busy means they are improving. But success is not about doing everything. Success is about doing the right things consistently. You do not need to work on 10 different things at the same time. Sometimes you need to focus deeply on one thing that truly matters. One skill, one direction, one clear goal, one path that can change your life. Because when your hard work has direction, it becomes powerful. When your effort has strategy, it becomes progress. And when your discipline has purpose, it becomes transformation. Another reason hard work alone is not enough is because your environment matters. You can have a strong dream, but if you are surrounded by people who constantly doubt you, distract you, and pull you back, it becomes harder to grow. You can have discipline, but if your daily environment is full of temptation, negativity, and chaos, Your energy gets drained. You can have potential, but if you never place yourself around growth, knowledge, and better opportunities, your potential stays hidden. Success is not only about working hard inside your current environment. Sometimes success requires changing your environment, changing what you watch, changing who you listen to, changing how you spend your free time, changing the conversations you allow into your mind, because your environment is silently training you. It is either training you to grow or training you to stay the same. Hard work can make you tired, but self-awareness can make you wiser. Many people work hard because they are trying to escape something. They want to prove people wrong. They want to feel enough. They want to silence their insecurities. They want to finally be respected. But if you are not careful, you can chase success from a place of pain and still feel empty even when you achieve something. This is why you need to understand yourself. What do you really want? Why do you want it? What kind of life are you trying to build? What are you willing to sacrifice? And what are you no longer willing to tolerate? Because success is not just about reaching a goal. It is about becoming someone who can handle that goal. Hard work can help you climb, but self-awareness helps you choose the right mountain. The world does not only pay for effort, the world pays for value. You can work very hard, but if you are not building valuable skills, your effort may not create the income or freedom you want. This is painful, but true. A person can work hard for many years and still be underpaid if they never upgrade their skills. That is why learning is important. Communication, selling, writing, editing, bookkeeping, problem-solving, leadership, creativity, digital skills, financial literacy. These skills can change the value of your hard work, because when your effort is combined with skill, you become more powerful. You stop depending only on physical energy. You start using knowledge. You start using strategy. You start creating better opportunities. Hard work opens the door, but skills help you walk through it. Some people work hard for a short time and quit because they do not see results immediately. But success does not always show itself quickly. Sometimes you are growing before people can see it. Sometimes your roots are getting stronger before your life starts to bloom. Sometimes nothing looks like it is happening. But inside, you are becoming more disciplined, more focused, more mature, and more prepared. That season is not wasted, but you must be patient. Hard work needs time. Strategy needs time. Skills need time. Growth needs time. The problem is not that success is impossible. The problem is that many people stop before their effort has enough time to compound. They plant seeds today and expect a forest tomorrow. But real success grows quietly. Until one day, people call it luck. But you know it was years of unseen effort, learning, failure, adjustment, and faith. So no, hard work alone will not make you successful, but hard work with direction can. Do not stop working hard, but stop working blindly. Stop giving your energy to things that do not build your future. Stop confusing busyness with growth. Stop repeating the same pattern and expecting a different life. Your dream does not only need your effort, it needs your focus, your wisdom, your discipline, your courage, your willingness to learn, and your ability to keep going even when progress feels invisible. Because success does not belong to the person who only works the hardest. It belongs to the person who works hard on the right things, for the right reasons, with the right mindset, long enough to become impossible to ignore. There is another dangerous lie people believe, that resting means weakness, that slowing down means failure, that if you are not constantly hustling every second, you are falling behind. So people keep pushing themselves beyond their limits. They ignore their exhaustion, they silence their emotions, they bury their stress, and they wear burnout like a badge of honor. But eventually the body keeps score. The mind becomes tired. The passion disappears. The dream that once excited them starts feeling heavy. Not because they were incapable, but because they never gave themselves space to breathe. Even machines overheat when they run non-stop. What makes people think they are different? Rest is not the enemy of success. Rest is part of success because clarity often comes in silence. Wisdom often comes in reflection. And sometimes the most productive thing you can do is step back long enough to see what truly matters. A tired mind makes poor decisions. An exhausted soul loses motivation. A burned-out person begins to hate the very thing they once loved. That is why balance matters. Not perfect balance, but enough balance to protect your mind, your health, and your purpose. Because success means nothing if you lose yourself trying to reach it. One of the fastest ways to feel unsuccessful is to constantly compare your life to everyone else's. Today, people wake up and immediately see the success of others. Luxury cars, big houses, money, followers, achievements, smiles, perfect moments, and slowly comparison poisons the mind. People begin thinking, "I'm behind. I'm too late. Everyone else is succeeding except me." But what they do not see are the sleepless nights, the failures, the loneliness, the fear, the pressure, the sacrifices hidden behind those images. Social media shows highlights, not reality, and comparison is dangerous because it blinds you from your own progress. You forget how far you have already come. You ignore your growth because you are too busy watching someone else's journey. But success is personal. Some people bloom early, others bloom later. Some people take 10 years to become overnight successes. Some people fail publicly before they finally win privately. Your timeline is not supposed to look like everyone else's. A tree does not hate itself because a flower blooms faster. The sun does not compete with the moon. Both shine in their own time. And so will you. Many hard-working people are not failing because they lack effort. They are failing because fear controls their decisions. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of looking stupid, fear of starting over, fear of being seen. So instead of chasing what they truly want, they stay inside safe routines. They stay where life feels familiar, even if they are unhappy there, because comfort feels safer than uncertainty. But growth has always lived outside comfort. Every successful person had moments where they were terrified. Terrified to start, terrified to risk, terrified to leave what was safe. But they moved anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving despite fear. And sometimes your next level in life is hidden behind the decision you keep avoiding. That business idea, that skill, that opportunity, that conversation, that first upload, that first attempt, that first uncomfortable step. You do not become successful by waiting until you feel ready. You become successful by acting while afraid. Motivation feels powerful in the beginning. It makes you excited, inspired, hopeful. But motivation is emotional, and emotions change. Some days you feel unstoppable. Other days you feel empty. If your success depends only on motivation, inconsistency will destroy your progress. That is why discipline matters more. Discipline shows up even when emotions disappear. Discipline keeps going when results are slow. Discipline continues when nobody is watching. And this is what separates dreamers from builders. Dreamers wait for inspiration. Builders create routines. Dreamers talk about goals. Builders repeat actions. Dreamers quit when life becomes difficult. Builders adapt and continue. The truth is, most successful people are not superhuman. They simply became consistent longer than everyone else. Small actions repeated daily become powerful over time. A single drop of water seems weak, but over years it can shape stone. That is the power of consistency. Not intensity for 1 week, but discipline for years. When people are young, they often think success means money, fame, and proving themselves to the world. And yes, financial freedom matters, security matters, growth matters. But as life continues, many people discover something surprising. Success without peace feels empty. Success without health feels painful. Success without meaningful relationships feels lonely. Some people become rich but lose themselves. Some achieve status but feel emotionally broken inside. Some reach the top only to realize they climbed the wrong mountain. Real success is deeper than appearances. It is waking up without hating your life. It is having peace in your mind. It is becoming someone you respect. It is having freedom over your time. It is being able to breathe without constant fear. It is knowing your life has meaning beyond survival. And perhaps the greatest success of all is becoming a person who no longer needs to pretend. So if you feel tired right now, if you feel like your hard work is not paying off yet, do not immediately assume you are failing. Maybe you simply need a new strategy, a clearer direction, a stronger mindset, better habits, more patience, more focus. Or maybe you need to stop doubting yourself every time progress becomes slow. Because success is rarely one giant moment. It is usually small, invisible choices repeated for years. The choice to continue learning, the choice to improve, the choice to stay disciplined, the choice to believe in your future even when nothing around you has changed yet. Hard work matters, but hard work alone is not enough. You also need wisdom, awareness, adaptability, focus, patience, courage, and the ability to keep evolving into the person your future requires. Because the people who truly succeed are not always the strongest, not always the smartest, not always the most talented. Sometimes, they are simply the ones who refuse to stop growing. There are people with incredible talent who stay invisible for years, not because they are not good enough, but because nobody knows they exist. This is another painful truth many hard-working people struggle to accept. Being skilled is important, but if you never learn how to communicate your value, opportunities may continue passing you by. The world cannot reward what it cannot see. A person may have wisdom, but if they are too afraid to speak, nobody hears them. A creator may have amazing ideas, but if they never upload, nobody watches. A business may have a great product, but if nobody knows about it, it disappears quietly. Many people spend years improving in silence while refusing to put themselves out there, because visibility feels uncomfortable, it feels vulnerable, it feels risky, but growth often requires exposure. You cannot build connections while hiding forever. You cannot create opportunities while waiting to feel perfect. You cannot change your life if fear keeps you invisible. This is why learning how to communicate matters. Learning how to tell stories matters. Learning how to present yourself matters. Not because you need to become fake, but because your voice deserves to be heard. And sometimes one opportunity, one connection, one video, one message, one moment of courage can completely change the direction of your life. Many people say they want a new life, but secretly keep protecting the habits that keep them stuck. They want growth without discomfort. They want change without sacrifice. But every new level of life demands a different version of you. The disciplined version, the focused version, the patient version, the emotionally mature version. And becoming that person often means letting go of old patterns. Sometimes the hardest part of growth is not learning something new. It is releasing who you used to be. Because familiarity feels safe, even when it is destroying your future. A person who constantly procrastinates cannot become successful without changing their relationship with time. A person who constantly seeks validation cannot become free without learning self-worth. A person who avoids responsibility cannot build a powerful future. Transformation requires honesty, and honesty can be painful, but it is necessary. Because the life you want cannot be built by the habits that are ruining your present. Many people believe failure means they are not meant for success. So after one rejection, one failed attempt, one embarrassing moment, they stop. But failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every successful person has stories they rarely talk about. Moments they doubted themselves, moments they were rejected, moments they felt invisible, moments they thought about giving up. The difference is, they did not allow temporary failure to become a permanent identity, because failing at something does not make you a failure. It makes you human. A child falls many times before learning how to walk. Yet nobody looks at the child and says, "Maybe walking is not for you." But adults treat themselves that way all the time. They fail once and immediately decide they are incapable. Success belongs to people who learn how to continue after disappointment. People who can absorb pain without completely collapsing. People who can adapt instead of surrender. Because life will test your commitment before it rewards your effort.